Hi everyone, welcome back to the fish room. This is going to be like a big update because there's tons to do. This is my Asian fish peninsular aquarium. I set this up 9.5 months ago, which many of you will know, that's a record for me. Actually, I've had one tank longer than that before, but it was one that I was never really sort of near and didn't have any fish in, but so that doesn't count. This is the longest tank I've ever had built. It's time to say goodbye to it, break it down, move on. I've got something really cool planned for it. I might as well say it now, hadn't I? Yeah. It's going to be a cichlid aquarium. Now, I did start to do something like this before, and then I bottled it. I don't know if you have that expression. Bottled it means you weren't brave enough and you didn't go for it. I was going to do a cichlid aquarium, but then I started reading all these things about like you've got to have the pH at specific levels. Certain cichlids only like that pH. You know, if they're from African cichlids or something like that, they have to have higher pHs. Well, apparently, speaking with some people in the know, people that know a lot more than me, most of the fish in the hobby now are sort of bred by us. They're not taken from the wild in terms of cichlids and things like that. Majority of them anyway, which means that they're all fine at like tap water neutral, which is what mine is, pH of 7, just at the tap. So I should be absolutely fine. I don't have to worry about swings of pH, things like that, which can cause big problems with fish. It means that I can just have a nice stable sort of level. So once I became aware that that was like how it is, it made me want to do this straight away. But having said all that, it's going to be a big mission, isn't it? Trying to get all this sort of broken down, taken out. There's not that many fish in here, but there are a lot of plants. Now, some of them I want to reuse and keep. Not the pearlweed. We don't need any more pearlweed. What I'm probably going to do is bundle all of that up into sort of small bundles and take it to my local fish store, just let them have it. They can either sell them on or give them away, whatever they want to do with it. So what is going to happen to the fish? Well, that's what we need to sort out first. Here we have the Buddha aquarium. Somewhere in there. This is just about to get a massive hack bat. I'm going to cut everything back. It's going to look absolutely perfect. And then we can put the Asian fish in there, which actually does really suit the whole theme. We've got the barbs in there already, the albino cherry barbs, which aren't like you normally see of albino. They're normally white, aren't they? But these are just so cool looking. Let me zoom in. Look at those beauties. They're doing great as well. They've actually put on some decent size since I first got them, despite the fact that there's no room for them. So the reason I don't trim this moss that often is because I absolutely love how it looks, but it is spoiling the whole thing. I need to hack it right down low and just accept that you know, I'm going to lose some of the moss. I can't keep all my plants, but I just want to all the time. Maybe I'll trim some off, stick them to some driftwood, and put them down in some of these tanks that also need hacking back. Even this one that I hacked back really quickly now looks quite nice, doesn't it? With everything around it anyway. But again, these all need doing as well. Oh, and if you guys are wondering why my voice sounds so sort of crackly, and also what my eyes look like this, is because I'm currently having a massive hay fever attack. The weather in the UK at the moment is absolutely amazing, but the problem is with that also comes the pollen. I've got the tablets and all that stuff, but it takes the edge off, but I still suffer really badly. But less of that, there's no complaining. The weather's better. I will take this for good weather. So that's the first section there, all cleared out. Look at that, it took ages, but it's going to be worth it. I need to hack it back even more than that, but for now, I've got the sort of shape I need to be able to do the rest of it. But now we've got this whole section here as well. Ugh. Right, there we go. We've done the initial sort of hack back. It's still an absolute mess, but it does look like a wild mess, like natural wild mess, I think. There's lots going on now. All the shrimp have come out everywhere. Yeah, I'm still going to have to go further, aren't I? But I just wanted to get some sort of shape going before I continue. I'm just going to do the whole lot now in one go. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. That was an absolute ton of work. I am never letting a tank do this again. It's starting to look good though, right? It needs a massive water change now though. You know, that'll sort of clear up all the water, get rid of anything sort of dotted about that's free floating but settled. The background plants, some of them, they just didn't get any light, so they've just lost it, but hopefully they'll come back. I think they will now I've trimmed them, but even still it looks really good actually. I like the shape. I've gone for like a bowl sort of effect, and I've tried clearing the pathway in the middle to a degree. I still want it to look like it's an overgrown pathway, so I've left some, but I might just completely take that middle section out. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure until we've done a big water change and we can have a little better look at it. A little better look at it, just a better look at it. And there we go, look at that. It looks so good, doesn't it? It looks really raw though. It does look, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of, oh look at that. Look at that Amano shrimp just coming down. Looking good. That's what I'm liking. Now that I've opened it up, I'm seeing a lot more of the sort of other features in here, like they've got bristlenose plecos in here. We've got the cherry barbs, obviously, Amanos. Oh, Siamese algeta, which actually are very underrated fish. They look very stunning, and they school together very well when you get a big group of them. There is actually about 5 in here, which is probably why you're not seeing any algae at all anywhere. Hello. Such a good looking statue, isn't it, the Buddha? Just like so peaceful and tranquil. Absolutely love it. So now we've got loads more room to put the fish from the other aquarium in here. But the problem is, it's like, do I catch them now and move them across, or do I take it all out and do it that way? I mean, they're not very fast fish. I should be able to catch it. Fingers crossed. I mean, I'm saying that now. We'll see. Right, so I didn't manage to get all of the fish. There are still some in there. There's some gouramis hiding in amongst everything, but I did get quite a lot of them, so there we go. There's still some yellows in there. I don't think any of the reds are left. I initially had 3 reds in. I don't think they survived. I mean, it's so hard to tell with gouramis because they seem to find their own little bases. This was a long time ago. I added them, by the way, so it's not like it happened recently, and it's definitely not the water conditions, is it? So I think all 3 of the powder blue female gouramis are they're all doing well. So yes, get them in. Oh, there's another Siamese. I've missed it. It's all right. I'm going to have to just get these out and add them after, to be honest, because it's going to be impossible trying to get through all of this. Right, the temperatures are, I just tested, the temperatures are a little bit different between the 2 tanks. I don't want to shock these fish, especially as they're going into a new tank. So I'm just going to let them sit there for 10 minutes or so, and then we can put them all in with their new cherry barb friends. Look at them, interested straight away. Awesome. I didn't actually realise how big my harlequins are, but they're actually almost as big as those barbs look. They are big, big harlequins. I've had them so long. I've had them since I set up that tank previously at my old studio, so probably getting on for a year now. A year, 11, 10 months, that sort of thing. But yeah, they're gonna look so good in here. Oh yes, there we go. Already adding a lot to the tank. They've gone and hidden right over in this corner. I'm not entirely sure why, but we'll give them time. There's one of the powder blue female gouramis, just chilling in the middle there. There was one yellow I caught. Where's the yellow gone? Oh, it's also gone over to this corner. What's so great about this corner, guys? What are you doing? Come on out. I've just given you this lovely tank to swing around. Swim around in. Right, I've got to carry on with the other one. We can come back to this tank when they've settled in, and then when we've added a few more fish as well, because I'm going to be continuously finding them back in the other tank. Everything is out. Well, not the gravel, sand, and the dragonstone that I put in there, but all the plants are out. This is the rubbish plants, the stuff that I'm not going to reuse. All of this beautiful stuff here is all reusable. Saving the Java ferns, some amazing big pieces of Bulbitis here as well, just looking so good. This big piece of moss that I just want to wrap around some wood, and I think I want to use these in some of my nano tanks next door. Real simple ones, just so I can see the shrimp and stuff like that. Then we've got the pearlweed. I'm going to bundle those up. We've got some other plants that I saved as well. We've got some rotalas, some alternanthera. It's just the tips, because most of it was just submerged under the pearlweed, so it lost its leaves because it didn't have any light. This is the Anubias bonsai or petite, one of those, I don't know really, but look how small it is. Such good health as well. Can't wait to reuse some of these things again in my netscape. Not the pearlweed though. So how do we store these? Well, I've got a little bucket here, just a little bit of water. Well, it's not a bucket, it's a tub. I'm going to put them in there, the ones I'm going to reuse, and then I've got this little one up here to put the ones I'm going to take to the shop to donate in, and then that should be good, because I mean, the majority of that is the pearlweed. This moss stuff is going to be used very shortly, so we've just got these big pieces of ferns, Bulbitis, the Anubias really, and that should go really well in there. And there we go. Oh, there's some Anubias there. Take that out. So there's some nice little bundles of pearlweed. Just literally put a ceramic ring around them, take them to the shop, they can put them in or do whatever they want with them. Perfect. Right, so the water's starting to clear now. So for those of you who were asking about the clam, there it is. And it looks like it didn't make it. There's nothing inside. I mean, maybe I can use a shell for decoration for something at some point. I don't know, maybe. But remember, we also had the coolie loaches. Where are they? Where are they? Ah, there we go, there's one. I think I saw a second one somewhere as well. Oh yeah, there's another one right underneath that. Oh, it's not focusing on that rock. Right, well if I can see two, I'm definitely going to be able to see more. They hide really... Oh, there's another one as well. Okay, cool, we've still got the coolie loaches. Such cool little fish. Shall I add them to the the ecosystem aquarium? Because I think I've got more chance of seeing them regularly coming around in the flow and things. If I stick them in the Buddha aquarium, it's very dense like this one. I'm probably not going to see them very much. Actually, I'll tell you what, you guys comment below, coolie loaches in the Buddha aquarium or in the ecosystem aquarium. So pearlweed world is no more, guys. Come on, I mean, it's time. It really is time. I mean, you guys don't see all this stuff massively often, do you? But I see it every single day. The thing is, what I've got planned is going to be so cool. I've got some really good ideas. I think you guys are going to love how it's going to turn out as well. I'm going to combine some of the stuff I've done recently, the minimalist style, but with the planting. I just really want to be able to see the fish in this next one, especially as the last setup was so plant heavy that it was just like the fish were a little bit of an accent. I'm starting to get into more of the fish sort of side of things now. We've got the pistogrammas and the crebensis breeding to thank for that, because the fish behaviour can be so interesting. But the thing is, if you want to get the best behaviour, you've got to have the right setups. So I'm going to be doing tons of research. I'm not completely sure what cichlids I'm going to go for yet. I have to say the Tanganyikan sort of fish really do excite me, but then so do like the South Americans as well. One of my all-time favourite fish, but ones that I've never kept before, is the blue Acara. I think that would be so cool in a tank this size. You know, loads of swim room, lots of stuff going on. Oh, that should be amazing, shouldn't it? But then you've also got the Lake Tanganyikan, Malawis, that sort of thing. You could do a really cool scape in there, seeing as it's peninsula as well, all the way around it. That might work really good as well. Let me know what you think below. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Make sure to click the like and subscribe button if you have enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one for the build.